We are back here today at the Running Warehouse with the best of 2021. Now we got all the brands, we got all the shoes, and most importantly, we got the one and only, the GOAT. Connor, how are you doing today?
Jamie, I'm doing good. It's great to be here, and you're right. We got a lot of great shoes in front of us here on the table. Gonna give the roundup on the top shoes of 2021. We did this earlier in the year virtually before we really got the chance to really put these shoes through the miles. Our minds have changed a little bit, and now we are gonna give the people what they want, the top shoes. And starting it off, we gotta go with the top highly cushioned shoe of the year. Jamie, what is gonna be your top pick?
When it comes to top cushion shoes, you gotta go with one brand, and this is the one shoe from the brand, Hoka 1-1. You got the Bondi 7, it has the stack height, it has the width, and of course it has the cushion for the pushing.
The pace, Jamie, pushing the pace.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. But anyway, what is your top highly cushioned shoe of the year?
Well, I'll agree, the Bondi is a classic. It's got all the protection you need, really one of the most protective on the market, but you don't always need the highest stack height. For me, the Triumph 19 is gonna be a fantastic option. It still has all the cushion you need for those long runs, upwards of 20 miles. You got no problem running in this shoe. It's got that highly responsive Power Run Plus compound. It just feels really nice. It has that pop, it feels smooth, everything you need. The Triumph 19 is gonna be my top pick at the end of the year. So these highly cushioned shoes are great for some of those longer, some of those slower efforts, but sometimes as an elite jogger like yourself, you like to pick up the pace a little bit for your daily training or potentially even workout day. Jamie, we're gonna talk about the next category, the best versatile shoe of the year. What's gonna be your pick?
Easy, man. New Balance Fuel Cell Rebel V2. It's not a question. This is and will be the shoe of the year. Overall, it's lightweight, has a nice fit, you can race in it, you can train in it, it's sleek, it's nimble, it is everything I would want a shoe to have at a good price.
Well, Jamie, I gotta come back and say I 100% agree. I originally picked the Mach 4 earlier in the year, which was a great shoe, and I picked the Rebel as my top upcoming shoe. Well, the shoe came in, I put it on my feet. It's so responsive. You get that magic fuel cell foam. You don't have a plate, so it's a little bit more versatile. The Rebel V2 is gonna be my top pick as versatile shoe of the year.
Now, I'm glad we agree on this shoe. It's a fast shoe. What about race days? The real fast shoes. What's your top pick in that category?
Well, Jamie, you know I'm a racer. I am about speed. And when we're talking about top-end speed, we gotta talk about carbon-plated shoes. It's the hot topic. It will continue to be the hot topic. I started the year out with the Nike Alpha Fly as my top pick. It has that ZoomX cushioning and a lot of it underfoot. I started to test out a little bit more the Vaporfly. This was gonna be your top pick earlier in the year, and I started to notice a lot of athletes were leaning towards this shoe because it's a little bit lighter, it's a little bit more nimble, you're able to take turns better, and I just found myself leaning to this shoe even more. My top race pick is gonna be the Nike Vaporfly Next Percent 2, but there's a lot of carbon fiber plate options out there right now, and it really comes down to your own stride and personal preferences. Jamie, what's gonna be your top racer of the year?
Well, my top racer of the year, early in the year, was the shoe, but Connor, you're like a step behind me. I picked this shoe, you catch up. Guess what, baby? I already moved on. We got the Asics Metaspeed Sky. You have the Flight Foam Turbo, nice fitting upper, and honestly, it gives me everything I want in a carbon plate racer. You know, I would even say it brings that shoe to the next level. But this is for the roads. How about we get into like the trail shoes?
Well, Jamie, there's a lot of great trail shoes in 2021, and I've tested nearly all of them, but there's one that I originally picked, and it's gonna continue to be my top trail shoe of the year. We've got the Hoka Speedgoat 4. It's got that high level of cushioning. It's got that ultra sticky grip. This shoe was built for the Speedgoat himself, and it's gonna continue to be my top pick on the trail. But Jamie, not everyone is into the thick boys. Jamie, what's gonna be your top trail shoe of the year?
Now, Connor, you won't find me on the trails too often, but when you do, you're going to be wearing the Hoka One One Torrent 2. Now, this shoe brings all the great things from the Speedgoat, but just in a more modest package. A little bit lighter, a little more nimble, looks good, and honestly, the only thing it's missing is a pull tab. Besides that, it's my go-to. So we talked about race shoes, daily trainers, and of course, trail. But there is one category that we sometimes forget about, Connor.
What category is that, Jamie?
It's gonna be the stability shoes.
Ah,
Sometimes they get no love. But today, we got y'all. Now, Connor, what is your top pick in the stability shoe category?
now Jamie, similar to you on the trail, you're not gonna find me in a stability shoe very often, but when you do, there's one shoe that stands out, the ASICS Kayano Light 2. ASICS really brought the game of stability to the next level. They don't use a bulky medial post. This shoe feels good, it feels smooth. It doesn't necessarily even feel like a stability shoe, but you get all that stability all the way up to severe overpronators, and then of course in that light package, so you don't get all that extra bulk that you normally associate with a Kayano. The ASICS Kayano Light 2 is gonna be my top pick, but I'm gonna throw it back at you. What's gonna be your top stability shoe? Let the people know what you got.
So when it comes to top-end stability shoes, I have the go-to shoe, the Brooks Adrenaline. And I know it's the women's colorway, but it looks good on camera, right? Poppin'. Facts. It's a go-to shoe. No nonsense, fits good, gets the job done, and of course it has the amazing guide rails. Keeps you right in line all the time. So yeah, that wraps up the best shoes of 2021.
That's right, Jamie. These are gonna be all the top shoes of the year. We had to come back and give the people what they want. We put in the miles, we tested the shoes out, we really found out.
But we tested it out, but I'm sure the people at home have also tried most of these shoes out throughout the year. So how about we find out what they think? How about you guys comment down below your favorite shoe in any of these categories, whether it's max cushion, daily trainer, trail. Give me your top 5, your top 10. We need to know what the people are saying, Connor. They matter.
And you can't forget, maybe if you haven't tried out one of these shoes, maybe you want to. You can find it now here at Running Warehouse.